all our specially invited guests, both here in person and online. And special greetings to my Executive Director of the Caribbean Public Health Agency, Dr. Joyce St. John, who has been such an amazing and wonderful support. And, she is present today, she's here today. Also to the project coordinators, Chris, Craig, Stacy, very good support as well. And to my fellowship fellows, it has been an outstanding experience, just sharing the virtual space with you guys as well as actual space, because we did have opportunities to meet face to face, and that in itself, just put everything together. So that was a great experience. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so you all know why we're here today at this Climate Change and Health Leaders Fellowship Program, for us to share our experience with you all. So I'm gonna get right into it. So I will start off first by just giving you a little insight into me, a little bit about me. So I am at present the officer in charge and also the technical Officer for Environmental Health and Sustainable Development Department at the Caribbean Public Health Agency. And I did not start off the fellowship in the role of officer in charge. And I must say this experience, has helped me in that. And you'll hear a lot more about it later. I'm also an environmental toxicologist by profession and also a science educator. And my passion is for anything environment, and this is why I jumped to this opportunity. One of the reasons why I enjoy working with the youth as well, and I am interested in getting people to see that link between the environment and public health. Okay, wonderful. So why I became interested in this fellowship program. So from the work point of view, I saw it as an opportunity to strengthen CAFA's capacity in the region, and in terms of us being able to manage climate change risk and the threat to regional health systems. Also, to support member states to manage environmental determinants of health when it comes to climate change and the impacts of climate change. And in doing that, to contribute to health systems, making them more resilient, because that's one of the things that this program was equipping us to do. And in so doing, to reduce things like waterborne diseases as well as food and vector-borne diseases. So this was one of the focus for me in terms of work, just from a work point of view. And in terms of me and my personal development, I saw this as an opportunity to be a leader of change. A leader of change in empowering and inspiring and motivating people to change. This is why, for my project, the focus was on the youth. Because I work with the youth, I enjoy interacting with them, and I believe that they are the future. They are the innovators. They're going to inherit everything that we leave behind, right? So it is now on us to equip the youth with these tools. So my objective, my goal was to change attitudes, change behaviors, and most of all, to mobilize these young people, to mobilize the youth into action. And I saw this program as a vehicle to helping me to achieve this. And a big part of it also is helping them to understand that link to climate change and to health impacts. Climate change to health. So what did I gain from this experience, right? To me, I could put everything in the context of everything that I learned, all the virtual sessions, all the interaction learning from my peers, all the experts, and all of these experiences, I was able to put this into action in my project. And I think that is important because this, for me, is authentic learning, is research and action, is getting things done. So this was a big part of it for me. And among the main things that I learned was identifying the champions for changing, the champions for the cause in the youth, in the ministries, and you have to have these people on your side. You have to have these people on board. And this is something not only for the climate change agenda, for COVID, getting people on board, not trying to convince people that your way is the way, but more so bringing them on board, understanding them, having them share their views and their ideas, and taking it from there. So meeting them at that point. Another thing for me, and a big thing for me, is the leadership, being that adaptive leadership, being that inclusive, leading with people, letting the people you work with guide this sort of leadership, because the leadership is not about the leader, it's about the people and bringing the people on board with you. So very big for me as well. And then finally, getting that balance between the bottom-up approach and the top-down approach. The bottom-up, the grassroots, getting the people involved, getting the youth involved, getting them excited. But then you have to understand, okay, yes, you need that driving force. You need to push them. But you also need to have those champions in the right places to move it along even further. So these were important lessons for me. And again, I will say, this to me was authentic learning. And I commend the coordinators for making this such an authentic experience for me. And finally, how did this fellowship help me and will continue to help me? I am now part of this network of leaders, well equipped, to work towards solutions. And notice I said to work towards solutions, because that's it. And to work together, to work as this network to build this more resilient climate change agenda, climate resilient Caribbean. So for me, I am now energized and to continue to work for this sort of change. I'm optimistic about the future and engaging the youth and officials. I'm motivated to lead that change that is needed to get what we need done and to see the sort of change that we want. And most of all, I am challenged to make that difference and to ensure that there is sustainability with our network here. And then when we have the others, they're going to be part of this network. And I say that to say that, yes, part of this network to get started on this journey and to continue our journey. So thank you very much.